Hey guys, how's it going tonight? I found another video for you, I found another story for you. I'm making the video, I'm reading the story. I found another story for you. And this one comes from a site called Scare Street. And this one's from January 2000. Just straight 2000. And it was submitted anonymously. But it does come from somebody in Tennessee, USA. That's all we know. It's about a couple that moves into a new house. They bought a new house and things get a little weird. They start hearing noises in the middle of the night and, well, I won't spoil it too much. But anyways, this one's called The Man in the Basement. I hope you enjoy. When we bought our house, about a year ago or so, we certainly didn't think anything strange would happen to us when we moved in. We're normal, average people. We work 40 hours a week, and we don't have seances or call psychic hotlines or anything like that. Besides that, we didn't know anything about the previous owners of the house. All we knew is the husband, he died an old man. He was a war veteran. Anyways, nothing strange happened at first, but then we started remodeling the basement. It was dingy and dirty and smelled musty, so we decided to knock some walls down and lay some carpet. We were going to turn it into a nice study or a guest room. That's when it all started. First, our dog that usually loved to go down there because it was cool and quiet refused to go past the top step anymore. We would pick him up and try to take him down there, and he would take off like a rocket back up the steps. And then I noticed that's when I would get this uneasy feeling when I would go down there to do the laundry. I found myself many times slamming the washer lid shut and running back up the stairs. I'd be out of breath when I reached the top, and my husband would ask me what's wrong, and I would always just say nothing. And then one night we got the scare of our lives. We had gone shopping earlier that day, and I bought about 10 candles to put around our house for decorations. We dropped our candles and other groceries that we got that day off at home, and then went back out for some dinner. We got back home after dark, and were pulling into the driveway when my husband, he brought the car to an abrupt halt. I looked over at him, and he was just staring straight ahead at the house. I asked him what's wrong, and he told me to look at the basement window that faces the driveway. And there was only one window visible, the rest of the basement was underground. And when I did, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. All the candles that I had bought that day were placed in different areas of the basement and were burning. I looked back at my husband and I asked him if he had gotten one of his friends to play a joke on me by lighting all the candles to scare me. He didn't answer me because he was already charging out of the car and making his way to the front door of the house. Thinking that maybe we didn't lock the door before he left or someone might have broke in, I told him to wait. We needed to call the cops before anybody went in. He agreed and told me that was a good idea. I was a little relieved and also a little bit more concerned, knowing that he agreed about calling the cops. He wouldn't have gone through the trouble of calling them if this had all been just a joke he was playing on me. Of course, when the cops arrived, they didn't find anybody or anything. We did spend the night at a local motel just to be safe and because I couldn't honestly stop shaking. A few weeks passed by and we were able to shove the incident to the back of our minds, kind of. And we were getting ready to go out and my husband was taking a shower. I was sitting in the bedroom putting makeup on. He was teasing me about something and I yelled at him. "If you don't stop, I'm gonna sick our ghost on you," I told him. And I swear, at that exact moment, the mirror I was looking at broke right in front of me. It looked like right in the middle that somebody punched it, and the cracks spiderwebbed their way to the edges. I started to call for my husband, but he had heard the glass break and was already standing beside me. A lot of other things happened in that house. Footsteps coming up from the basement, whispers coming from the vents, strange breezes going through the hallways in the middle of the night. Even the other day, we found out that our next door neighbor, had been childhood friends with the man that had previously owned the house. He told us a few things that we didn't know about him. One being that he apparently never liked change. He always hated for things to be different, so I guess when we remodeled his basement, that made him kind of angry. We're not really sure what to do now because the remodeling job was quite expensive and we don't want to undo it. The occurrences are getting more and more frequent and sometimes hostile. We truly are frightened sometimes. We even had to recently give our dog away to some friends. We just didn't think it was right having her around for the time being, constantly getting spooked by footsteps in the middle of the night. Or all the voices that we keep hearing, they were waking her up too, and she'd be barking for hours on end trying to chase whatever was making the noise. We'd hate to move now that we invested so much into the property, but we're hopeful someone might be able to help us out. Maybe somebody out there has had similar experiences. Maybe they'll be able to give us some advice on what we should do. So, what do you think? Do you think someone could really hold a grudge from the grave? And do you believe that someone could really be angry for you remodeling their house after they're gone? I can sympathize a bit with how much they invested into the property and why they wouldn't want to leave, but when it gets to the point that your dog's barking all night and stressed out, not able to sleep, waking up in the middle of the night, running around the house, freaking out, trying to find these weird ghost voices and stuff. Yeah, maybe that's when you have to call it quits. But what would you do? Would you try and stick it out? Or would you have been gone way before your dog was starting to act up and freaked out? I probably would have bounced, to be honest, but I don't know. If you could get that video, get those ghosts on video, that would be, well, I guess it wouldn't be worth anything because there's a million channels showing ghost videos, but you never know what's real out there anymore. You'll probably get a real ghost on video and then somebody on YouTube's just going to tell you that it's fake, so probably better off just getting out of there. But yeah, anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like. I really appreciate it. If you really enjoyed, maybe look down below, and if that button's still red, I think that means you're not subscribed. If you could click that, that would really help me out. And if you really want to help the channel out, if you see one of my videos over on the right hand side in the suggestion box, maybe click on it and watch that video too. It helps with the algorithm, helps with showing my videos to other people, all that good stuff. You don't have to do it, but it does really help out. Yeah, anyways, that's all I got tonight. I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed the story. And yeah, I'll talk to you later. I'll catch you in the next one. All right. Have a good night. Bye.